Japanese cherry blossoms, or sakura as they are called, have been symbolical of spring to the Japanese for countless generations. And a profusion of these delicate blossoms every year announce the height of spring to the people whose lifestyles have been patterned to harmonize with the changing of the seasons. After cold winter months, spring is always welcome with its sunny days and clouds of cherry blossoms that blanket the Japan Islands from one end to the other. They beckon for everyone to come out of doors to enjoy the springtime festivities. Everything throughout the country takes on new life during the spring season. Even the animals at the zoological parks appear to be happy to welcome the great throngs of visitors. The coming of spring is much more than the changing of the seasons in Japan. April is the beginning of a new fiscal year for the business world and a new school term for academic circles and millions of students. For the 6-year-old youngsters, it means the joyful occasion of entering primary school. And they will all have a memorable photograph of this important event to cherish throughout their lives. Office workers step more lively in the morning, accompanied by recent school graduates who have just joined the country's energetic labor force. These young women are freshmen in the ranks of the country's some 52 million strong workers, and every firm has an orientation and special training course to familiarize the newcomers with the company's program. Activity in the farming districts is also lively during the spring months, as it is time for preparing the good earth for planting rice. Much of the back-breaking labor of planting rice seedlings by hand is now being accomplished by efficient machines. On Sundays and holidays, streets of some business centers are closed to vehicles and transformed into lively pedestrians' paradise. Large department stores and specialty shops along the shopping streets enjoy brisk business of selling an unbelievably wide variety of imported and domestic goods. One familiar sight in all of the stores is the colorful displays of dolls and armor of ancient warriors associated with the annual Children's Festival on May 5th. Beautiful carp streamers attached to bamboo poles flutter in the breeze, depicting strength and courage, characteristics that all parents want their offsprings to acquire. The tranquil Imperial Palace Plaza in the heart of the capital city is inviting with its fresh green verdure, offering a very striking contrast to the bustling city life all around it. Children's Land, with its countless attractions, becomes as alive as a carnival in the spring. Japan is known as a land of festivals and celebrations, and few days pass without a colorful event somewhere in the country. The Sanja Matsuri in Tokyo features a procession of omikoshi portable shrines carried through the streets upon the shoulders of sweating youths chanting to the gods. The short rainy season in early summer brings its own melancholy mood, which is best reflected in the traditional Japanese landscape gardens. The rainy season is enlivened with a colorful array of umbrellas. Summer follows closely in the wake of the rainy season, and the sun beams down from cloudless skies. At this time of the year, it is always a relief to be near the cool fountains in urban parks. Traditional Japanese houses have movable doors and paper screens. And the Sudare bamboo blinds and tinkling furin bells help to make the hot summer days more bearable. But air conditioners are fast replacing the traditional methods of keeping cool. The business districts look somewhat deserted during the summer months when many workers take vacation. And swimming pools do a thriving business. Beaches throughout the country attract more visitors from the cities every summer due to the increase in privately owned automobiles in recent years. Japan, with its long coastline, has many fine beaches, and almost everyone wants to travel to the seashore, if only for a short time. Each year sees more and more people enjoying their summer vacations at the mountain resorts, which are now equipped with a wide variety of facilities to make a summer vacation enjoyable and complete. Three days in midsummer have been set aside for Bon, or Feast of Lanterns. This happy event is observed universally in honor of the spirits of the people's ancestors who are believed to return home at this time. One popular method of bidding farewell to the ancestors when they leave for the other world is to build a farewell bonfire, a symbolical way of lighting their path. In Kyoto, this large Chinese character means great and is a major tourist attraction. Bon Festival dance is popular in communities throughout the country, and the people enter into the festivities with enthusiasm. The famous Guzhou dance in Gifu is an all-night vigil and is performed to music with a plaintive melody. The beautiful fireworks displays symbolize the end of summer. Autumn is the harvest season and the time when endless golden rice fields dominate the landscape. Horsepower is fast replacing manpower for reaping the bountiful rice crops every fall. And autumn is also a time when the countryside is filled with a wide variety of ripe fruit begging to be plucked. Soon, the fruit shops in the cities are bulging with a fresh supply of delicious fruit. Fish, often referred to as blessings of the sea, are also plentiful at this time of the year. The cooks have devised methods for retaining the delicate tastes of the fresh fish. Tempura is a favorite Japanese dish that is prepared without spices and eaten with soy sauce and grated radish. It is popular with just about everyone who eats it. Yabusame archery on horseback originated in the 16th century. Warriors sharpened their skill this way when they were not fighting, but today it's an exciting tourist attraction. Many people believe that autumn is Japan's finest hour when the countryside is turned into a brilliant display of multicolored foliage on the hillsides and in the valleys. Nearly everyone tries to get away from the cities to visit some of these scenic spots during the autumn season. And the deer in the parks look forward to the throngs of generous sightseers. Autumn is also the time when chrysanthemums can be viewed in all of their loveliness, and there are countless varieties and sizes of blossoms to admire. Shooting the rapids is a popular attraction in some regions, but there are many people who prefer to enjoy the scenery from the windows of sightseeing buses. Drum Festival in Akita is a fall event in which the drummer can display his skill for the enjoyment of the spectators. The drum is perhaps the most widely used instrument in all Japanese festivals. Bunraku, an old Japanese theatrical art form performed with puppet dolls, is still enjoyed today and attracts the largest audiences in the fall. Another old traditional art form is ukiyo-e, or woodblock printing. Exhibits of woodblock prints are most numerous at museums, galleries, and department stores at this time. The potters are active in their workshops, turning out exquisite pieces of pottery. They utilize age-old techniques which have been handed down from father to son for many generations. A beautiful autumn day. A fine day for the annual Undokai Athletic Party, a familiar sight throughout the country in the fall. Many athletic contests are included with everyone joining in. It is designed to promote harmonious relations between parents, teachers, and pupils, and to inspire a spirit of teamwork. And then the balmy fall season soon gives way to crisp winter days. The Tori no Ichi, or Fowl Fair, is a colorful early winter event featuring the sale of beautifully decorated symbolical rakes known as kumade. The bamboo rakes are believed to enable the owners to rake in good fortune, and the shops selling them do a thriving business. The traditional Toshi no Ichi year-end market features the sale of ornamental battledores. The tempo of life throughout the country begins to accelerate with everyone preparing for the Christmas New Year festivities. Although Christmas is not as meaningful in Japan as it is in the Christian world, the Japanese have adopted it as their own. This is especially true of the merchants, who leave no stones unturned to attract as much business as possible. Traditional Japanese decorations of bamboo and pine, which symbolize long and prosperous life, begin to appear everywhere. And the year-end buying spree continues to gain momentum up until New Year's Day. Temple bells throughout the land ring out the old and ring in the new year. They toll 108 times, one toll for each of the sins of man, an old Buddhist custom. On New Year's Day, the people visit their favorite Shinto shrine or Buddhist temple to pray for good health, happiness, and prosperity for the coming year. After this annual pilgrimage has been completed, they are free to enjoy the holidays in any other way they choose. Calligraphy writing is one very old custom which some people still retain. At this time of the year, the northern part of the country is blanketed with deep snow. It is a time for winter sports, and the winter resorts enjoy flourishing business. Winter months are much colder on the western side of the country facing the Japan Sea than they are on the eastern side facing the Pacific Ocean. And While some people are snowed under, others are fishing and playing golf under the sunny blue sky. But spring is not very far off. The tourist resorts await the coming of spring visitors. Plum blossoms are the first indication of spring. The Japanese have always been great lovers of nature, and down through the years, they have shaped their lives to accommodate the 4 distinct seasons. This basic mode of living will remain unchanged in the years to come.